Hello biscuits, this is YOKOSHIMA. Welcome to my channel. I started this YouTube channel because my super dream was to become a superstar. And then I've given up that dream, but I'm trying to get back to it. But at the moment I'm living as an artist and a fashion designer. If you want to check out my both websites, well, you can go to my main website and it can take you to my fashion brand website. And when you visit these two, you can see that they both share one niche, and that is I'm experimental. So I would do experimental art, which is basically brain freeze. Usually photography. I would take pictures from my phone because I don't have a camera. I would take pictures from my phone and then I would mingle them and mix them and fix them together. And usually sometimes I would blend them with paintings as well. Just whatever I have at hand, whatever possible that I make and create. Sometimes even like calligraphy or like line art, stuff like that. And I would put them together and I just experiment and see what I can make. But yeah, I call these beasts, but friendly beasts. And if you go to my website, you can see that I've got so many of them. But yeah, if you're interested to have a digital art work that is commissioned by me, you can also go through my website and see that. I also offer like love letters with paintings. They're very like affordable. So basically you get a painting with a free love letter that I write by hand, and with stickers. Like I literally bought cute stickers from Daiso and I put these stickers, and they are really thought of. Like when I actually write these letters, I am very thoughtful of you. I even like go outside and pick flowers, and I think about the person that I'm going to send the next person I'm going to send the next letter for. What else do I do? What do I do? I do so many things. And then I've got the fashion brand. So what I do with my fashion brand, I don't know if you can see, experimental fashion. So basically I would take bits and pieces of random things and I put them together and I create something out of them. I don't know if maybe if you're still alive since I started this YouTube channel, these are like things I grabbed when I was little. You can go to my website and see my whole story, but I grew up in a like locked away from the world for years, and my dream was to hear the wind across my ear, which is like basically, especially like going to the beach. And I really missed going to the beach. So I've got these like, when I was very little and went to the beach and I grabbed these shells and I even gave them names. I think that was like love, sincerity, hope, and life, I think, or love, life, sincerity, hope, something like that. But yeah, they've got stories, like we've got the story of them, and as you can see, like I put as well, like I created the whole thing. I made it a knuckle brass, but it was just shells, but I made it as on like accessories, what I'm trying to say. And I've got this fang from it's a long story, but how can I explain it? It's a very simple manner. I think I've made a video about it, but this fang has a very a big story for me, as like my ancestors, has to do with my ancestors, because I came from like my surname itself roots back to a very great ancestor that I don't want to talk about right now because it's to do with religion and I'm not religious and stuff like that. But yeah, this has a very great memory, and this actual real fang, it's a real tooth. I don't know if it's a lion or a wolf, it could be a wolf. But yeah, it's actually a real tooth, and it's to do with my story as well. So yeah, I call myself Mr. Bones because I look like somebody you can't mess with, but I'm actually very friendly and fun. And we've got these, I don't know if you can see them, these are made from nuts, like literally like bits of pieces of nuts, and I made accessories out of them. So that's what I do. As you can see, I've got glue gun, like this is my whole working bench. I've got so many stuff happening, but hang on. You can actually go and see, I'll probably know what, I'm gonna put photos of some of my recent products. But yeah, go see my website and follow me on, because my dream is to become a singer still, and let's see if I can make this dream. Like I gave myself a 3 years mark, so basically I have 3 years for me to achieve all my dreams. I already survived homelessness, that's a goal number 1. Goal number 2, stable income. Goal number 3, fashion designing, because I already have a sewing machine, but I really want to be able to afford for more fabrics, so I can create I want to make suits and like clothes from my own paintings. That would be fucking great, especially from my abstract paintings. This is one of the things I created recently. But yeah, I love crafting these like strange things, and then I can sell them as well. Look at the back, it's beautiful, isn't it? This actually is like a headband thing, but yeah, it's like real feathers. It's really beautiful. But yeah, I'm making stuff like that. But I'm just like imagining if I create something like that, although I don't have skills as a fashion designer, but that's what I want to do. I want to study fashion designing very soon. But yeah, if you can help me and support what I do, because I've survived everything to get the point where I am here today, and life is gonna get only better. I should make it better. I already survived the worst, and I can do so much more. And I really want to fulfill this prophecy where I want to become a singer. I already make some music. Like if you look at my music playlist, even my music is experimental. I'm not a music producer per se. Like I make very bad music productions, but it's because I can't afford for a music producer. But once I can, I fucking swear I'm coming so hard. That's what he said, and I'm coming, baby. And I don't mind if this dream didn't happen, but I really want to put my music out there as best as I can, the best version of them, and that's all I want to see happen. And we can take it from there, Baba. But yeah, I want to inspire you. Like if you follow my Instagram, you can see so many highlights to do with like healing, trauma, motivation, stay active, food. Like if you somebody who really wants to stay motivated, my Instagram page is where you can go, because I every day probably post something that is like to do with like how to be productive, stuff like that. But yeah, if you follow me on, I really want to collect the good community, good energy, healthy energy, and I want to me and everybody else just like to go out there and be themselves and create the best things they can create with their skills. You'll be surprised how powerful you are. Yokoshima, I'm talking to myself as well. But if you're interested to know the story about Yokoshima, it's a long story as well, but yeah, I can make another video for that. But Yokoshima is basically the spirit that helped me to run away, escape that life that I was living growing up. So escape that cage, basically become myself, make a YouTube channel, which by the way, if my parents knew that I did, I would have been punished so hard. I don't know what, I was already punished my whole life. I don't know what worse punishment they would punish me. But anyway, my parents were pieces of shit. What am I talking about? What I'm trying to say is Yokoshima is the power in me, and every time I feel lost, he comes back to me and saves me. And let's see where Yokoshima can take me from here. But yeah, that's me. Yokoshima is not a name I've given myself. It's a nickname. In high school, a classmate gave it to me because I was learning Japanese, speaking Japanese, cheating my way in exams in Japanese. I used to like write in Japanese, Arabic Japanese, if you know what I mean. It's like Japanese, but katakana. I don't know if you understand. So basically, if I read Japanese, I read it in an Arabic way, but it's written in Japanese letters. I used to cheat my way that way, and that's how I even was able to pass high school, which was very hard. But I made it through, and I passed, and I don't remember that. And even like the day I passed, I was crying like a child, and people did not understand why. Like it was very hard for me. I always failed my whole life in school. I cried like a child, like literally I was like like that, and nobody understood what's going on, why I was crying this way, because I fucking made it, which is just unbelievable and amazing of me. But yeah, I made that. And then Yokoshima made me start the YouTube channel. If you're gonna look back all the way to my first video, you can see that I was basically unstable, very unstable. So when I ran away and came to Australia to live my free life, I was basically an insane person on the loose. So I did not know what I was doing, but that was very admiring of me, because I was so scared of the world, because suddenly I was like out there. My story is so long to tell you about. But yeah, that's me, and I can make another video about that if you want. But yes, if you want to support me and think that I'm worth it, give it to me. I'm worth it. Do follow me and support what I do, because I don't really want to say it, but it's just a human instinct that you want recognition. But I shouldn't make this. I have to focus. I shouldn't want recognition. I just read like a Japanese book to do that, on like the courage to be disliked, and I shouldn't seek recognition, and that's why I've been happy. Like I haven't been seeking recognition. I'm just doing me. I'm just me doing me, and see where it goes. But yeah, check out my websites and support me and follow me on, see within 3 years mark if I'm actually going to make it as a singer or not, but I really want to make it. I don't want to leave this world without making this dream true, at least if I tried. I did, like, when I first arrived here in Australia, I had my first gig, but my anxiety made me perform the worst possible, and I hated myself for it, and afterwards just became the stage, going on stage became trauma afterwards. But I really want to go back on stage because it felt right. Like, there was a point on the stage, I was very anxious, but at a certain song, because like when I was back home I was singing that song in the corner in the dark, so when I was singing on stage I literally fell to my knees. It's a Japanese song and I was singing and everything, like my anxiety was gone. I was back into that corner and just felt right. For the first time ever I was able to become myself and sing and make my dream happen without worrying. It was as if I was by myself again. Like, the audience and the lights and everything just became black. And what's funny is that actually the person who was taking care of it all, he turned the music and the lights off because he thought the song finished. And you can see it from the performance that no lights, no music, and it was just my voice echoing in the dark, singing on my knees. That was the moment I felt like I was telling the world with my singing voice that you don't know anything. Yeah, in that moment I don't know how to explain it, but I was able to tell the world what I want to tell them. And there's more to tell, but yes, do follow me on. You can check out my books as well. I have a book called The Homeless Photographer. So when I was homeless I took photos just randomly, and then later in the future, like when right now I got a home of my own, I realized these photos were basically a reflection of what I was feeling. Basically I was taking photos of my feelings, not what I was seeing, which is very interesting. But yeah, you can check out that book as well and follow me on, see what I've been up to, and more crazy stuff are coming. For the moment being, I'm mentally struggling. I can't keep a stable job. I only have hospitality experience and it's been just traumatic at this point. The work harassment, and I'm trying to find a job where I can be myself, like just a chill job, because I've gone through so much traumas and I want peace, and now I'm happy like with this life that I can do the things that I like. It's not working out, but it will work out. I'll make it work out. So at the moment being, I'm busking, so basically I'm like an outdoor vendor. That's what's been happening at the moment. But I'm struggling with anxiety still, but it's been so much better. I'm healing so much better. Ever since I came here, I was basically healing. But when I was homeless, that was like the most broken chapter of my life, but also the most healing. That was like when I found myself. I struggled with I had an identity crisis growing up. I have got so much to tell, man. I can't explain in one video, but yeah, my story is so long that my memoir is not finished. Like, I've been working on my memoir for so long, so many years, but and then I made a book called Yokoshima, or The Art Scientist, The Unsung Tale of Nobody's Child. That's to do like a summarized version of my story, but then I took it down because I was updating it, but I'm gonna put it back up. So yeah, follow me on if you want to check out this book. Basically it tells you the Yokoshima and me and my story, but it's coming on, and I will see you in the next video. But take care of yourselves, and you can do it. If I was able to, I can do it again and again. Be happy, eat healthy, love yourself, love it, love yourself, and you will do just fine. Yes, okay. So that's my channel. I wanted to make this video as short as possible, but it's just impossible. There's just so much to say. But yeah, that's that. Yokoshima Auto. I used to say that before, and I'm gonna say it again. To a better future.